lot of people think that DEVO came from Akron. In fact, we're at Kent State University. Mark Mothersbaugh was a visual artist here. The class would end at 3:30, students would leave, and Mark Mothersbaugh would stay there till 9 o'clock making these crazy decals. One day, he made a decal of a spaceman on the moon holding a potato. He proceeded to put that decal all over the university, on cars, on windows, on the doors of classrooms. One day he was confronted by a guy who came up to him and says, "Hey, are you the one that's making all those decals and putting them up all over the university?" Mark Mothersbaugh didn't know what to expect. He was taken aback. He said, "Yeah, what of it?" And then the guy goes, "What do the potatoes signify?" That guy was Gerald Casale, who would play with him in DEVO. They'd found the band together. Gerald Casale would say, "Humans are like potatoes. We're dirty, we're filthy, we come underground, we're all ill-shapen, we're not like eggplants." It's at that point that Mark Mothersbaugh knew he had a kindred spirit and would be in a band with this guy. Before DEVO was a band, it was an art concept. After all, they were art students at Kent State University. They were influenced by Dadaism, by old horror movies, by sci-fi, by religious tracks. DEVO was short for de-evolution. They saw mankind going backward. It was a concept and a theory at first until May 4th, 1970, when Gerald Casale and Mark Mothersbaugh saw 4 people die, including 2 of Gerald Casale's friends, during the Kent State shootings. At that point, they realized that this was no longer just a theory and that mankind wasn't just going backward, but that the system had failed. They had come here for enlightenment and expression and experiencing wide range of things, and instead saw a system that had taken 2 of their friends. The humming, hissing, and pounding sounds of the factories became the soundtrack for the upbringing of Gerald Casale and Mark Mothersbaugh. They were often inspired to create industrial music, environmental music. For instance, Mark Mothersbaugh would often attack his keyboards to replicate the sounds of the factories and the hissing in the early songs by the band and throughout the band's career. The Goodyear Tire Company used to have a museum here. It's called the World of Rubber. And it had cars by Mario Andretti and tires, displays of tires. DEVO would come in dressed in full garb, saying they were working on educational videos for school to get past the security guards, and would proceed to use the opportunity to shoot footage for their band videos and to take photos. Most bands begin by playing live shows and by recording albums, going into the studio. DEVO, the concept band that it was, started by making a movie. It's called In the Beginning Was the End, The Truth About De-Evolution. When DEVO set out to make its 9-minute movie manifesto about de-evolution, they came to Akron Civic Theater to record and film their version of I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Their version was so weird and twisted that it caught the ears of Saturday Night Live in what became one of the show's most legendary performances. And this performance broke the band nationally and internationally, turning DEVO into a pop cultural phenomenon. Mark Mothersbaugh and Gerald Casale were both big fans of pop art and Andy Warhol. And to them, Akron was their Campbell's soup can. They created art out of found objects, out of a found environment. And while it became a pop culture phenomenon around the world, it continued to speak to Akronites, as weird as the music was, because it expressed how people felt around here.